Welcome. This is David Bowles, Human Meme. Today's topic? Promise of a lifetime. I would be true, for there are those who trust me. I would be pure, for there are those who care. I would be strong, for there is much to suffer. I would be brave, for there is much to dare. Howard Arnold Walter. Sometimes we like to think we are brave merely for just existing. Too many of us believe the sun revolves around us, the individual, and that we are the absolute center of the universe. And yes, there is danger in that false promise to the self, because any promise made in a lifetime is unkeepable. Unkeepable because we die, because the end is nigh, and because, frankly, just because, things change. How do we choose to define a lifetime? Well, it seems there are many methods for the choosing and the quantification. Is a lifetime just one person? One beginning and one end? Or is a lifetime more about community and society? Oh, we've seen lifetime guarantees for products. And which lifetime is being guaranteed? Ours, or only the life of the product? I guess the answer has to be our individual lifetime, because if the product fails with a lifetime guarantee, then the lifetime is over, right? And are those product lifetime guarantees transferable? Or do they only apply to the first and only owner? We know these lifetime guarantees are meaningless. They cannot be enforced. But yet we still yearn for a feeling of promised permanence. We encourage the lifetime guarantee. We actually demand it be offered. We want to enforce the lifetime guarantee because it gives us a sense of power, a sense of self-confidence, and the promise of some sort of eternal permanence. If you followed this Human Meme podcast in the past, you know we've had several discussions about living several lifetimes. We used to only live one lifetime. We were born in one place. We worked in one place. And we died in the same place we were born. It was a single, cyclical life, and not circular. Oh, and sure, there have always been double lives and cheating and double dealing and impersonation and resurrections. But those are all topics, good topics, for a different day. So today, back to the singular, predictable promise of a life of old, we don't really like that any longer. We don't live like that in a silo, in a protected, predictive environment. We no longer live the soldered and brittle promise gifted to us in the moment of birth. Today, we own multiple jobs. We live in different places. We no longer have to be where we're from. We can live in foreign lands. We can transfer one joy to another repeatedly and ad infinitum. We can make 1,000,000 promises and not break one of them. Or we can just break them all, and nobody but us would even care. So how do we enforce a promise? A lifetime promise. What's the punishment if we fail to perform? Having to pay money for a broken promise is the land of the legal, and not of the Lord of the honor of the soul. Oh, sure, breaking a promise, it's easy to just try to apologize, try to gain trust in the promise that was made, but enforcing that promise in a lifetime is a difficult task. a task made for marriage lawyers, and then divorce attorneys. They all make their money in the broken promise game to love and honor one another for a lifetime. So, my human meme friend, now we know lifetime promises are merely empty crypts. We can honor our word. A deal is a deal, as we also discussed here in a previous Human Meme podcast. But it seems that promises are pretty much made to be broken, as they say, some say. I never say. But that's where all the demons in the details live. A broken lifetime promise begins a war, destroys a childhood, and begs the insurrection of the carefully planned betrayal. If we are not our promises, then what are we? Are we our imaginations? Are we our minds? Our honor? Our catalytic inventions? Well, if we hope to be more than just a word, simply a mere promise of a lifetime, then we need to build trust in our actions. We are always our deeds. We cannot take from each other what we have taught each other, even if the only lesson is that a lifetime promise has no meaning in the breaking. And if we are lucky and fortunate, we may even begin to slowly learn that that is the real hidden promise in a relationship. Yes, the unspoken promise that can never be unbroken because we never process it. We only know it in our hearts. Yes, this. I will take care of you, and I will always love you. All unspoken, all acted upon, all fulfilled for every eternal lifetime. I would be true, for there are those who trust me. I would be pure, for there are those who care. I would be strong, for there is much to suffer. I would be brave, for there is much to dare. Thank you for listening. Be a human meme.